So today we're going to be showcasing the yellow UR Todoroki. When his initial banner came out, I spent around 5.5k gems on this guy to pull him with no luck, unfortunately. But then, you know, a few banners went by, and in one of my, either the Bakugo or the Toga multi, I pulled him in the first multi with the featured character, which was amazing. So today we're going to be showcasing him as I've gotten him to his Awakened Art status as well as level 80. So really quickly, let's go through his moves here. So his Plus Ultra does 600% damage to a single enemy with a medium chance to burn the enemy for 3 turns. Increases critical rate as well by 30% for 3 turns. Now, I've used him for quite a bit. He's not really a major damage dealer, but majority of his damage does come from the burn mechanic. And burn can be very, very strong depending on the enemy that you are versing, as burn does 5% damage to an enemy per turn. So if an enemy has 200,000 HP, which is very likely, they take, 10,000 damage, which is a lot. And then in USJ, I mean, you can't burn the USJ bosses, unfortunately. I guess the HP margin for the USJ boss level 4s is at 900,000 HP, so a million HP, and 5% of that would be 50,000 damage if burn was active, which would be way too much for sure. But anyway, moving on to his action skills. His first one is an AoE that does 225% damage. It has a low chance of burning the enemy for 3 turns, and also provides all allies with a burn resistant for 3 turns. This is really effective in the Endeavor stages, or when in the future a Todoroki boss comes around or something like that, where the enemy can burn you. Then the second action skill is 325% damage to a single enemy, medium chance to burn the enemy for 3 turns, high chance if it is used in a chain and it succeeds. So high chance is really good. As you can see, there's a lot of burn mechanic in this guy, and that's why he's pretty decent at his job being a burner. Then for his auto skill, increase power by 3% every single turn up to 30%. So he gets a 30% power boost at turn 10. And then when HP is 50% or more, increases critical rate by 15%. So good crit rate as well as good power increase. His second auto skill, when HP is 50% or less, give yourself high field as well as an increase to power by 30%. Now, quickly show you guys the progress that I've done with the Todoroki. 6 table done, as well as the first node done. It is not bad of an upgrade to increase, you know, the purple table, as the power will increase, which is pretty good. But there are definitely better units at the moment to upgrade first. This guy has some issues, and that's why I don't think he is as good as the green Todoroki, but we'll go through that once we get into the battle. So let's jump into the gameplay, shall we? Okay, so let's start off with VE Tower versus Shigaraki, as well as All For One in their difficulty S stage. Now, I brought Todoroki here because of type advantage, and we can burn the enemy as well. And also bringing the yellow Kirishima here, he's a 1A power support, so that's going to be very, very helpful here. And being a multiple enemy fight, the AoE is actually going to be really impressive. Unfortunately, his power isn't going to be really crazy yet. It does require a lot of upgrading, and another issue is that he doesn't really have a team that he fits in. Unfortunately, the Faith team, although there's a lot of Faith units, the only real support unit is the Aizawa, which is a pro hero support, and so Todoroki not being a pro hero, it makes it pretty hard for yellow Todoroki to really fit in. Also, an issue is also the burn. Burn is an only mechanic that really works in the main quest as well as VE Tower. Doesn't really work on USJ, because if you did, the HP damage that burn would apply would do over like 50,000 damage, which would be too much. But in terms of VE Tower points, if you want to rank high, I use the yellow Todoroki actually quite a bit to actually score really high, because every time he burns, and if you remember, he has 3 different burn moves, you actually get points based off how many times you do that. And because it doesn't really matter if you stack it, it just means extra points, right? By the way, the skill of the AoE did a total of 11,000 damage, which is not bad for an AoE skill. We'll check out how much damage he does with his second action skill here. I am targeting Shigaraki with Todoroki, just because it's really hard to determine how much damage he does. As you can see, he just took about 9,000 burn damage right there, I think. And we did what? Like 30,000 damage in that one turn. So that's pretty good. Let's use the plus ultra on Shigaraki as well. I will say he's got probably the best animation from all the Todorokis. I actually really like this one. Looks really, really good. And that did 17,000 damage. Not bad. And we got a refresh on our skills. His skill cooldown is 5 turns, so we do have to wait just a little bit. Luckily, he hasn't been targeted. I do want to drop underneath the 50% HP to get the 40% power boost. But I don't even know what turn it is, but we have pretty much doubled our power. The memory that I've given him gives him a crit rate increase as well as a skill damage increase by 30%. So his skills are going to do a lot of damage. That's mostly what he's here for, just for his skills. Let's do his AoE and hopefully we can get a burn as well. A burn on both of them would be great. We got the seal on all for one. Bye-bye, Kirishima. That means we did lose a little bit of power there. Let's see. Yeah, dropped to 18%. We will do this to do his other skill. He's actually pretty strong. It is a multi-hit skill, so it looks like he's doing very little damage, but he actually can put up some numbers at this level. And it's really good when it comes to somebody that can dodge, like a boss that can dodge. I've not witnessed one yet, but if there is one, then that'd be really good. And also any enemies that have barrier, it'd be actually pretty useful as well. But yeah, the only downfall is that one, he doesn't really have a team to fit on. Again, the Yellow Faith team is a lot of pro hero based, and then you know, he doesn't really have a real support, a real yellow support. But his pros is that he's really good for VE tower, especially on this one where you get that type advantage, but also the fact that you get these burns, and that's also providing you extra points here. But yeah, I'm going to keep this showcase really short and sweet. That's really the only place I can showcase the Todoroki where he's actually really effective. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on to join the notification gang, as we have daily My Hero Academia Ultra Impact videos coming your way until the global version releases. And then also check out my social medias in the description, my Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. I'd really appreciate if you follow me outside of YouTube. And every time I say YouTube, people make fun of me of YouTube. Anyway, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.